There are many people in Skyhold Keep that I need to speak to, but we need to go to the war table. Summon the war council immediately. Our agents are not doing what they need to be doing out in the field right now. So this is top priority, and then we will go and discuss everything. Colin probably being the first one. Inquisition perks. We have one. Rider's posture. Underworld knowledge. Advanced focus. We already have that. Achievement Stitch Shadow. Increases resistance being unseated, so I don't really care to focus on that. It's never been an issue for me. Okay, third tier focus effects for abilities can now be... That actually would be very good. I do believe that that's what we should do. Master focus. There we go. I'm not sure what we'll do if any other perks, if we come across them. All these things are locked. I think these have to be improved from the field, do they not? Oh, maybe they're all locked because I have 0 perks, that's why. Okay. Let us go. Let's read any reports that we have. I'm interested to know what happened with my clan, Lavalin. Stop purge of Wycomb's elves. Nightingale, we brought the Dalish forces into the city. They joined with the resistance group formed by the elves living in Wycombe and struck at Duke Anton and the red lyrium supplies that had been placed in the city's wells. When the red lyrium was shown to the human merchants and laborers, they quickly joined with the Dalish and city elves. Good news. The fighting was short but brutal, culminating in the deaths of Duke Anton and his personal retinue, which included Venatori agents. Very good. Most of Wycombe's nobles have fled the popular uprising and now claim this was an elven uprising that killed a beloved ruler. For now, however, the Dalish are seen as heroes in Wycombe. They remain in the city, uncertain what to do next. Well, their sacrifice and what they've done there will not go unheard. The Arl's invitation, report ready, ambassador. I cannot thank you enough for inviting me to act as the Inquisition's champion at the Grand Melee. You will be glad to hear I did not disgrace you. I placed a respectable 10th. Although I did not manage to win us either title or lands, I did secure several trade agreements with the Banorn for the Inquisition. I thought that might please you more than a dank castle. Yours, Sir Danor. Well, I'm no knight, so I couldn't have done that. Measure Veil Strength. And this one I was really interested in. Inquisitor. The experiment was a other than next to Clan Lavalin. What's happening with my clan, I mean. Inquisitor, the experiment was a success, and the readings are remarkable. By overlaying the relative strength of the veil over maps of Orlais and Ferelden, I have extrapolated points where small rifts are more likely to develop. This should let us deploy Inquisition forces more wisely while still protecting people who would otherwise be threatened by demons. In addition, I have located one node of possible interest in the hinterlands, a very large rift that has not yet opened. It may be worth investigating the area. Solus. Thank you, Solus. That means going back into the hinterlands. I don't really want to think about that right now. Gather coin. Investigate Frostback Basin. What's this? To Ambassador Josephine Montilier, thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in Orlais to take the discovery seriously in light of the recent events, but I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I am honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick, University of Orlais. I don't think this will take too long. University of Orlais has vouched for Professor Kenrick. If he says there's something worthwhile in the Frostback Basin, we should investigate. Okay, well, what do our forces say? Nothing. Let's go with the connections then. Okay, we've scouted the region and set up camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've uncovered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildlife and angry Avar. The place is dangerous. Scout harding. New area unlocked. No, not now. That's interesting. I didn't know that there would be any more areas to search through in Ferelden. Investigate Fraught Basin. Okay. So that's another place for us to go to in the future. Gather herbs. Harvest of History. Letter from the Inquisition Apothecary Ilan Vimal, directed to the Inquisitor alone. Inquisitor, I'm not by I am not, by several estimations of character, a nice person. As they say, one must have a past to carve a future. Do they say that? Perhaps I should clarify that. Say that, and for my own reasons. I am here and I serve. I trust that you see the value in that and would invest in protecting it. Certain resources of mine are in the hands of another. Said person helped create my recipes. The value of my work is lessened. If it is duplicated elsewhere, it is not a matter of recovery so much as denial. Who knows what might receive benefit of this brewing doppelganger? You are free to ignore this situation, but would it not be better for the resources of the Inquisition to be unique if this person were simply gone? The location of Freehold follows, and the name Isthmus Godson. If we have doubts about this person, it is a simple matter to have a local lord imprison him in relative comfort for the duration of our concern. That's what Josephine has to say. Liliana, we're hardly in a place to be precious about a single life. You decide what serves our cause, and we will see it done. Cullen, the hold is near to winter territory that is unknown or in dispute. If we are to hobble this person on a hunch, raise the fields, but do not stoop to outright killing. Okay, Josephine. Not just because the time is shorter, but I actually do agree. Josephine. I'd rather the person be in prison than murdered. Now what's happening? Investigate Lord Enzio of Antiva. A report from Antiva delivered to Liliana. The Venatori are smuggling red lyrium into Antiva, but thus far they have evaded our grasp. We believe Lord Enzo of Rialto is assisting them. Enzo is clever, well-liked, and has relations among Antivan royalty. If we approach him without proof, he will bury his tracks and turn his allies against us. We must handle this carefully. Mason. Josephine says, I have a cousin Rialto. If she threw a soiree and invited Lord Enzo, his house would be clear for Liliana's agents. Interesting. Liliana says, Lord Enzo attends the theater on the same night each week. His home is empty, so have a few servants during that time. The agents could pay a visit. Sounds good, Liliana.
Let's see what we have.
So all that's left is Cullen. Search for a hack writer. We could do this. I know, but we haven't looked at anything that could be a priority. We have one agent left for the time being. Archives of Montfort, support from Navarra, rescue the spy. Oh, I know what I would like to do. Battalion for Sarah and Virtio. Commander, we have verified Sarah's claims about Virtio. Several displacements of refugees were deliberate in what appears to be an attempt to destabilize land claims. While there would be no direct gain for involving the Inquisition, increasing our presence could have unexpected results. In any case, it is a trivial matter to divert troops to march through the city. I agree. Let's have Cullen. Retinue of our best will make an impression.
To work?
That'll be handled quickly. I don't see... There's a lot of things for us to do. Hunter Shade Dracolisk. I am going to go talk with other people in Skyhole Keep, and then we're going to head out. Find the source of the Darkspawn. We found that. We're going to go to the western approach and defeat that dragon out there. Dwarves, slaves, and... That's not good either. We only have so much that we can do at a time, though. By the time I'm finished talking with a lot of people, there should be... Cullen's forces should be ready to do another thing. On the war map, perhaps we can see about... let's just talk with everybody. It's been quite a while.
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Valrayo? He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it?
Okay. Maybe he'll be able to go and see about the dwarven slaves and the Venatori hands. I don't like the sounds of that at all.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Why did the Duparaquets hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
A Montilier and a Duparaquet fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Duparaquet's descendants hold no grudges.
What if the Duparaquets refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Duparaquets, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, but a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Valroyo's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
Shemlin and their ways.
You said I'd have to do some favors in Valroyo if we want to make the Duparaquets lords.
The Countess Dion is our first step. Her lover, a mage from the White Spire, is missing. Bring her news of him and she'll be very amenable to sponsoring the Duparaquets as lords.
Okay, we'll have to look into that then. Well, let's see my journal. Exalted Plains. Not Exalted Plains. We haven't even been there yet. Okay, so it's Western Approach. The Abyssal High Dragon. Let's see what Varric has to say. I probably should go speak to Cullen, but I'll see. Varric's right here.
Your worship.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Varric.
Look who showed up, everybody.
What's this?
Deal him in, would you, Ruffles?
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do. Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home?
Sounds good. I'm in. Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
I'm in, and raising another silver.
You haven't even looked at your cards.
Our illustrious leader is betting we're bluffing.
You are bluffing.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
The only people that we're missing are Solus and Liliana.
I've got one for you. The clan decided to camp near this ruined fortress, right on the edge of the Tirashan. Dark as the bottom of a well. The keeper swore up and down it was safe, but some of the hunters started hearing noises in the middle of the night. They ran out of there, fast as you think, bare asses shining in the moonlight. The whole way back to their village.
Not bad. You don't mind if I steal that one, do you?
Well done.
You ought to tell stories more often.
I like the part with the rabbit. There should be more rabbits in stories.
That was scandalous. It would ruin the Inquisition if anyone found out. Tell it again. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
I want another chance to win my dignity back. Deal me in.
Don't say a word, dwarf.
The heck?
I tried to warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antivan, Commander.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
Good to see he's feeling better. I don't really want to watch him go back, though.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
I enjoyed this.
See? That's what I mean. It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Who's that?
Oh,
Did I win?
I forgot about Sarah. Damn. Sarah, Liliana, so Sarah was there apparently. Alright, let's go speak with Cullen. I don't like how this is slanted. I think it should go both ways, both sides. I know that... Oh, this... I think it should go down and meet up with the stairs. Let's go speak with Cullen. It's pretty important. All these stairs I'm climbing up and running down. Cullen, good to see you clothed again.
The smugglers we interrogated gave up the Red Templar's main source of red lyrium, Inquisitor. It's located in the Dales, near a town called Sarnia. Destroying the mine there will cripple Samson's operations.
Samson will have to cut back on his share if there's less red lyrium to go around.
I would be very surprised if he could muster the discipline.
That's good news. That's really good news. Sorry, guard. We will have to look into that when we get back to the war table. So I haven't spoken to Blackguard in a while. Here he is. All by himself. Black Wall.
At your service.
That's how long I haven't spoken to him for. Well, there's nothing really else to say, apparently.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
I couldn't think of anything at the moment. But, see how Master Dennett's doing.
Inquisition?
How are your charges? Well supplied?
Oversupplied. Never thought a mountain pass could seem like luxury.
Heard anything worth noting?
Heard rumors of something stomping around out there. No idea how to track it if it is even a real thing. Keep up with your researcher and your creatures, Inquisition. Who knows what you can find?
That's true. I also need to do that.
Farewell.
Make her be with you.
Inquisitor.
Yes, we need to... Well, I'm going to go speak with Cassandra. And then I'm going to go speak with Sarah. Everybody.
Inquisitor.
See how all my companions fare. Nice armor. There's also another thing I can do to expand the Skyhold Keep. Cassandra.
It's always wonderful to speak with you.
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
But you are going to look into it.
That is my intent. I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people.
Agreed.
Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
I was hoping we could spend some time together.
What could we possibly do to pass the time?
I could think of a few things. Starting with this.